Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on my two-door XJ. These two-door XJs have really long doors. It does create a lot of stress on the door hinge pins. My pins are a little worn out, so we're going to be replacing them today. You can see on this door that it does have a lot of play in the door, which tells us that the door hinge pins are bad, or the bushings are bad, or there's other issues along with the hinges. But I did verify that I need new door hinge pins. You can see that even when we try to close it, it does hit. So hopefully we can fix that today. If you like this video or you want to follow along, please hit that like button and also please subscribe. Now, because we are going to be removing the door from the hinges, we want to make sure that we support the door. Some people will take and support it with jack stands like this. I did put some rags to help prevent any damage. Another way people do it is they'll take and wrap something around this top frame and hang it. I loaned out my engine hoist, but that's okay. We're just going to use the jack stands and hope we don't screw anything up. Right here we're looking at our hinge pin. This is our problem part. This is your pin over here. This is what we're going to be replacing today. Normally with these hinge pins on the Chevys especially, it would just drive out through the top or the bottom, but this pin is a little bit of a different design. You can see here on the top that it has a nice wide round head on it, as well as the bottom, and that's where it's flared out and won't allow it to go in either direction. So our best bet is either to cut the pin in half or to grind down the head. We'll see which way works for us today, and hopefully we don't break anything. It's very important that we don't ruin the holes that the pin goes through. If we do, it defeats the purpose and we'll just have a sagging door again. Now, these are the replacement door hinge pins. There are quite a few companies that make them out there. This one here I picked up at CarQuest or Advanced Auto Parts. This is the Dorman Help Door Hinge Repair Kit. This is your part number up here, 38439. And this one here comes from Napa, and it is part number 6755206. I don't really have a preference of which one would be better or not, but I just know that Napa and CarQuest each only had one in stock, and it takes two. So I don't think that'll be an issue. Let's get started. So the route I decided to take is to just cut it in half. To do that, I'm going to be using a little pencil grinder with a Dremel attachment for cutting it, because it is a lot smaller and it'll fit a lot easier. Alright, so now that each one is split in half, they should slide relatively easy. I was able to just stick my screwdriver in here and kind of pry them apart. And then once I get the top out, I'm going to go ahead and push the bottom down through and punch this bottom piece out. So now that we have the door freed up, we have enough space that we can manipulate the door enough to move it away from the hinges so that we can remove the old bushings and replace it with the new bushings. They do go on the vehicle side portion of the door pins. Now, the pin is not able to go in from the top side down because of the shape of the door. So it's important that you put the pins from the bottom up. Before you slide your pin all the way up, you do need to replace those plastic pieces with these new ones, and they go in here, and the hinge pin goes up through them before it comes up through the top. So once you get all the way to the end, you will have to tap it on through. It might be a little bit of a hard push. You might have to get creative, but it does have to get pushed on through. And we got to do the bottom the same as the top, only you can go in from the top. It is very important that you push it up through that last little bit, because it does take these little retainers here, and this is what just keeps your pin from ever coming out. And there we have it.